A ho ho to all my hoes. I gotta close the door. Jeez. I said a ho ho to all my hoes. Ooh ah. A ho ho to all my hoes. I need sleigh bells for the next day. I need sleigh bells for the next couple of days. It's Holiday Stream Fest, day 2. Did you think it was a one-day thing? Many people believed it did because I am an inconsistent person. But alas, we are in day 2 of our streamathon. I'm all about thons with your boy and his streams. I did a 24-hour stream. People would think about all their accomplishments of this year. That might be accomplishment number 1. A 24-hour live stream. It's really a big accomplishment for my PC, but it's personally, I'll take the W there. Let's pick up right where we left off last night, just in case you didn't join us on day 1 of Holiday Stream Fest. Let's just pick up where we left off. Hello, Johnny.
Club, are you answering?
I can't hear.
We can't hear you.
There's too much money in my fucking hand.
Oh, it's a family show, Johnny. Happy holidays.
I'll call you back.
We'll call you back. We'll call you back.
He can't hear him, but it's the same thing he types his digits into.
Real fucking cool.
Yeah. Nobody I ever want to be friends with wears their sunglasses like this. Not a single one. It's just a prank, bro. Anyway, welcome back to Holiday Stream Fest. It's your boy Rick. It's the Boom Fantasy app. 9 to 11 on the Boom app. Celebrating the holidays, giving back to the users. And yesterday was really fun. We gave away $10 Boom dollars to cook. $5 went to Shred Time. Today, I am not playing. At 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm giving away a Boom hoodie. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about giving away this Boom hoodie tonight. What's poppin', Cook? Hey, Joel, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Here's the thing. This is the best trivia question I've ever come up with. If this trivia question were a football play, it'd be a double reverse wide receiver pass. So, my biggest issue was that if there's a little bit of stream lag, it really comes down to fastest Google fingers. Not the case here. This is not Googleable, and it's been vetted and it's been checked, and I'm feeling myself a little bit. I'm giving away the Boom hoodie. I almost don't think it's enough, right? I almost don't think it can be enough. I might be wasting this trivia question on just a hoodie when I got this signed Mike Vick in the bag. Let's just see what would happen if we put all the names into a wheel, right? I do have content for today. I do have stuff I want to talk about. Let me know if you've got stuff I want to talk about. We got 2 NFL games tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. Look at the NFL playoffs. I want to talk a little hoops, see if the season ended today, what the playoffs would look like, because really we're just waiting around for the NBA playoffs, right? We're waiting around for All-Star break, waiting around for trade deadline, see where Anthony Davis is going to go. We're really waiting around for the offseason, which is so weird. The NBA offseason is so much fun. Okay, but let's put all the players. These are all, if you're sticking with us, following me as I type these in, these are signed jerseys that I have available. Jack Ham. The Fridge. Warren Sapp. Evan Ingram. Michael Vick. Jamal Adams. Vic Beasley. Eric Dickerson. Hey, we went over these yesterday. These are real. Earl Campbell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all of them. And then we'll do $1 Boom ticket. $5 Boom. $10 Boom. Boom t-shirt. Boom hoodie. I call you a pizza. That's where I go. I look up the local pizza place in your town, and the Boom credit card pays for a pizza and tip to get delivered to your house. Don't forget Johnny. I think I am forgetting Johnny on purpose. Johnny football, literally. Boom t-shirt, Boom hoodie, I call you pizza. I think that's everything. That's a lot of things to put on a wheel. That wheel's gonna be that's gonna be a pretty fire wheel, right? It's got a lot of stuff. Let's just pretend you get the trivia question. So we do the trivia, and then if you get the trivia question right, you can take a prize. Or one of the trivia questions we're gonna do is gonna be like, you get the email, and then you got to do a call, and you got to do something under the gun on the call. Because I do want to make things A, dramatic, B, a little complicated, and C, have to avoid like, oh, I got 3 minutes of stream lag. That football is dope. Johnny is off the board. All right, let's just decide. The first ever spin is $1 Boom ticket. Well, we know that this is the perfect distribution method, and this is how we give away maximum rewards. The absolute worst possible thing. I was thinking about putting a joke negative thing, and then I was like, yeah, it'll probably just come up the first time, but it actually did come up. Like, how salty. $1 Boom ticket is so significantly worse than every single thing on that list. It's 5 times worse than the next worst thing, which is $5. Quantifiable. One more time, because that was just actually, yeah, now it's out of the way. That's a good call. That's a good call. Who puts the ticker on the stop? Nope. Now we got to do the whole thing over again. We got to X this whole thing out. We got to restart the computer. We got to end the stream. What if we just replace $1 Boom ticket with $1 million? That'll assure that it'll never come up again. Let's add I had something. I forgot it. Ugh. I mean, pizza. The call you a pizza is one of the most clever thing I've come up with. There's the football. Bang. Johnny Manziel football. Really glad we're devoting time to this content. This is really good content. What's up, Packers? We've invented this wheel, and there's some things that we're giving away. This is the Boom Holiday Stream Fest. We're going 9 to 11 consecutive nights. Every night, it's you boy. Hang with me. At 10, it starts at 9. At 10, we have trivia, right? There's a specific way to win trivia. I want to show it to you. To enter, you are going to send your answer to the trivia question, which will debut at 10 o'clock, to rick@boomfantasy.com. The subject must be day 2 without the quotes. Don't ignore $10 in the Boom account. That's a typo. That's because it's from yesterday. And lazy update, your boy. I almost broke my glasses this morning. It was horrifying. I need to order backups. I'm looking at how crooked they are. We made it a wheel and it spins, baby. I need to make a real wheel. That's what I need. I need to make this area wheel action, or this area. Maybe I'll put it on this old ass TV. So first correct answer will win a Boom hoodie in the size I have available. You don't get to request a size. There's preferred size requests. There's no exact size. You get what you get, as the old Girl Scout adage goes. The second answer, however, will receive Boom $5 Boom credit tonight. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna front this. I think it's very likely that we do not get a winner tonight, because this is a hard trivia question. You getting excited? This is a banger of a trivia question, ungoogleable. That's not, you should use Google, but you are not going to be able to type best outfielder 1980 Cubs. I wanted to do something with the original high five, Dusty Baker and Glenn Burke. I wanted to be the original high five. You just type it into Google. 10 seconds later, you have the answer. That sucks. That makes it so much less fun. So it's got to be something slightly ungoogleable. Let's spin one more time, and if it's something bad, then we are going to close this whole thing up. Oh, there it is. Prize tonight. So we should do what are we giving away tonight? And then that's how we get to the jerseys. Realistically, you should just have the jerseys. Why are all the worst things showing up on the wheel if I forgot to show the wheel? There you go. Evan Ingram, EE, signed jersey. I got a box of signed jerseys. If you don't believe me, well, you should have watched yesterday's show because they're 100% right next to me. It got real sweaty in here. But that was awesome. Let's look at the NFL playoff picture because we have 2 weeks left. Saturday games tomorrow. Not much tomorrow in terms of playoff implications, at least early. But there is some stuff going on, and see if we can't. All right. We got our playoffs here. We got our playoff bracket, and we're gonna fill it in. The NFL playoff picture. We're going to hang until 10 o'clock. We're going to do our trivia. We got a little jackpot sweat going on. We might have to call Joel later. You don't even know. You really don't. Okay. Number 1 seed is the Chiefs, and they have the Seahawks and the Raiders left. I'm projecting them as the top seed at 13-3. I get it, but, I think the Chargers, it'll be a split. I think they'll be tied. They're tied on head-to-head. I think the Chargers are most likely to slip up in this Ravens game, just like the Chiefs are likely to slip up in the Seahawks game too, but that still leaves them even. The Texans are going to finish 12-4, so they'll all be tied at 12-4, and I'm not sure. Let's check the tie-breaking rules here. To break a tie within a division, best one-loss tied percentage in games played within the division. Who has time for this stuff? I'm just kidding. But it does matter. But if you think they're all going to win out, then it is going to hold serve. Idiot. Do you think Damian Williams outperforms Gambling and Picados, though? No, huge, yeah. Do you think Damian Williams outperforms Jamal Williams now that Ware isn't going to play? I was debating either Jamal or Damian Williams for flex my championship matchup. I think if Spencer Ware is out, Damian Williams is a really strong play. Jamal Williams doesn't really catch passes. Like as soon as Aaron Jones went down, the Packers signed Capri Bibbs because Jamal Williams is an indicator. He doesn't. He's a running back. He's not a pass catching back. It's traditional. 3 or more clubs. Two clubs. Best one-loss tie percentage in common games. It is important that I know who the tiebreaker is, but I do think it is just going to hold serve. So that makes the 1 seed the Chiefs. That makes the 2 seed the Texans. The Chargers, they have to go all the way down to 5 if they're going to finish at the same record. But it sets you up for Chargers Chiefs 2 is what it does. Or Chargers Chiefs 3. If Rodgers doesn't play, I think the Jets might actually feast. No, Rodgers is going to play. You can't say Rodgers. They can't waffle on it all week and then give the backup no reps after Rodgers. If Rodgers wasn't taking first team reps, I agree with you. But it is what it is. The Pats are the AFC East champions, so it doesn't matter what they finish as. They're going to be the 3. They could even end up as the 4, though, honestly. They could lose to the Bills. They're not going to lose to the Jets. Are the Steelers going to win out? Not at all. This actually, the bottom of this is a mess here. Because the Ravens could go 0-2 and be 8-8. So I definitely have the Pats at 3 and the Chargers at 5. Right? Yep. But it gets interesting. Hopefully Rodgers plays. I don't think I have a chance on this Cinco with Young dishing it like he is. I mean, dude, the over in that matchup was one that was tapped by the Sharps as one to watch. I'm checking in on the jackpots here. Nah, Kemba doesn't have enough time left. Trae Young's got a whole quarter left. Damn. Kemba's close, though. Close, man. It's hard for Kemba to win in assists and have get your scoring right. But if Kemba picks up his scoring a little bit, we're out here for the mighty dollar. Virgilio. He's 12 points away with 3 minutes left. That's what Kemba does. It's totally possible. And then Quan is solid through one half. We're going to be watching that on some main slate. Ow. Main slate. Big fan of your work, Quan. I see you on all the socials. All the socials, my guy. So here's what we got in the hunt. I don't see how the Colts can make the playoffs. Win out. They're 10-6. I don't think the Ravens win both of these games. So I've got the Ravens for 9 wins. I've got the Steelers for 9 wins. The Steelers are an iffy road team going into New Orleans who just needs to win to lock down home field advantage. I like the Steelers +6, but I don't like the Steelers to win that game. And then, so the Steelers get to 9 wins. The Ravens get to 9 wins. Steelers up head-to-head. Or no, because they got the draw. They're up half game. If they both finish with the same amount of wins, they're ahead. So the Steelers are the 4. Regardless of how, because they win the North. What is this? Oh, that's the YouTube code. I don't know why my text box is so aggressively large. I think the Chargers exposed Baltimore this week. I wouldn't say exposed, but I do think that you look at the teams. Look at the teams the Ravens just beat with minimal offense, controlling the game. The Ravens, with Lamar Jackson, they beat the Bengals horrible, the Raiders horrible, the Falcons are horrible. They barely beat the Chiefs. They barely lost to the Chiefs, but they still lost to the Chiefs. And they beat the Bucks, who are horrible. They beat 3 horrible teams, 4 horrible teams, 3 of them at home. So when you say the Ravens going cross country are going to get exposed, absolutely. However, I do think that game is an underwatch for both teams because you have the Ravens who don't have a big play offense because they can't throw the ball, and the Chargers play at the slowest pace in the league. So that's an interesting matchup as far as grinding that game out. Let's figure this wild card situation out because there really is only one slot. Thanks a lot, Chargers. I don't think the Titans are that team. They're tied with the Colts, so they have the tiebreaker. But you could literally get a win and in against the Colts because I think the Colts are going to win both of those games. But it is in Tennessee, and the way the Titans blitz, always gives them a chance against a passing quarterback like that. The problem is that in Indy, T.Y. Hilton absolutely smoked the Titans secondary. If he's healthy, he's going to have a great game, and the Titans are going to be in a little bit of trouble. I am rooting for the Colts and Andrew Luck and his awesome comeback season and their young defense is playing really well. I'm rooting for them to sneak in on this 6th seed because I think that they'd be a great matchup against the Patriots. Not that I don't think Lamar Jackson be a fine playoff quarterback, but I think that they could easily lose both of these games and finish 8-8 and wonder if Lamar Jackson is the answer. So let's do that. Let's put the Colts in to this situation here because it is worth exploring once we get our seeds in. What do you say? Do we play this out or do we go to the NFC? I think we go to the NFC first. I think ground the ball out control and keep Mahomes out the field. Oh, 100%. Russell Wilson's not going to throw for over 100 yards for the second straight week. Totally fine. Saints, Rams, Bears, all locked in. Cowboys locked in. They got a game against the Bucks and a game against the Giants. Seahawks have a 97% chance of getting in, and the Vikings are 7-6-1. They're on the cusp, and they're going to lose one of those games. So can any of these teams sweep? No. Maybe Washington. Washington's worth a bet to make the playoffs with Josh Johnson. They're probably getting insane odds right now. They're worth a bet. But I think the Vikings can win, can beat the Lions and get in. So this is chalk. Let's put this together. Let's sim the NFL playoffs, baby. Because home field's going to matter a lot. But I think the way the matchups are shaping up, the playoffs are going to be absolutely wild. Oh, I did this so wrong. The Saints are the 1. The Rams are the D. Idiot. 4 is the Cowboys. Washington is +10 and +480. Oh, baby. They're not really giving them anything. I don't think they'll... I mean, they might. +480 is good. Chargers making upsets at the 5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you look at this bracket... What was the 6th team? Oh, Minnesota. Minnesota, and then this is Seattle. Dude, you got to be kidding me. First of all, let's start with the AFC. How well can you guys see? I might just have to take myself away here so we can break this down. I should just disappear myself. But it's going to take me pulling up the multiple hallway. Your face blocks the NFC. That's what I'm saying. I can do this. New scene. Display capture. Nailed it. Okay. Here we go. We're in. So the first game I think that's interesting is Pats Colts, right? The Colts are going to tear the Patriots apart, regardless if it's in Foxborough. The last time the Colts and the Patriots played, the Colts had 11 players on injured reserve. Now spin the wheel. Was my face blocking the wheel? I had no idea. That's upsetting. I had no idea. The Colts could easily beat the Patriots, and then the Chargers, of course, could beat the Steelers. So the first round in the AFC has all the intrigue because the high seeds are vulnerable. The higher seeds are the hotter teams. That's the higher numbers. The lower seeds, the home teams, are the more vulnerable teams. The Steelers are imperfect, that's for sure, but they can score, and they know it's the playoffs. The Chargers would have to battle old demons, but with a healthy Melvin Gordon the whole way, Justin Jackson won that game late for the Chargers, remember? But Melvin Gordon could have an even bigger impact. Then you get into the Chiefs, which we won't even touch yet, because I think not only is Colts-Pats interesting, Colts-Texans is really interesting. Going into Houston, that's an imperfect team that the Colts have beaten in Houston. Obviously this is a far better view of your mug. Wait, am I not doing this right? No, this is good. We're going to be watching that on some main slate. Ow. What am I doing? Now I can hear myself. Big fan of your work, Quan. I see. Now I'm hearing the stream from like so long ago. How did I open the stream in a second window? Check it. Where is this happening from? Oh, oh my God, because I'm mirroring. Oh wow, that was a cluster. Whoa. That was impossible. Okay, we're halfway through the trivia. Listen, you better buckle up here. It's the hardest trivia I've ever triviaed. Subject must be day 2. No quotes. Exactly. First correct answer, Boom Hoodie. Swag up. Second correct answer, $5 in the Boom account. I hope we get 2 correct answers. Texans' worst 2 seed ever. That's fair. But, also the Texans are a really good team. Their pass defense is flawed, for sure. But, they got Clowney and Watt up front. The Texans can do what the Bears do. The Texans are as good, if not slightly better than the Bears, if only because of offensive play calling. But DeAndre Hopkins is better than anyone on the Bears offense, and Khalil Mack is just a little bit better than anyone on the Texans defense. But both of those teams can rush with 4. The Texans more so. The Texans are better at rushing with 4. If you're in 3rd and 8, the Texans are just as bad as against you as the Bears, I think. It's comparable. And honestly, if the Bears had home field advantage, I'd be very scared of them too. But they're going to be on the road, and that's a little bit too tough for me. Let's go back to this. I got the Pats over the Colts over the Pats. Give me the Colts plus 4.5, because you can't make the Pats a home dog in the playoffs. That's like the dumbest thing you've ever done, Rick. So I got the Colts moving on. I got the Steelers moving on. Sorry, Riley. It's not that I don't think the Chargers are good. I just think it's too much to go into Pittsburgh again with that blitz-heavy team. God forbid they put a linebacker on Keenan Allen again. That's the only reason the Chargers came all the way back. We forget about the onslaught, the offensive onslaught the Steelers unleashed in the first half. They tried to bury the Chargers. Phillip Rivers, never say die, and that's how that game went in the second half. But I think it'll be very different in the second meeting. If anything, it'll be like 45-41. It'll be one of the best playoff games we've ever seen. Second round. Boy, the Chiefs are just a perennial playoff red flag. I don't feel good taking them. I like the Chargers too, but I don't know about going into Pittsburgh a second time against that blitz. The Steelers are a much more complete team, I'm telling you. The Chargers are good in bursts. And they've beaten really good teams. But the playoffs are a bit of an equalizer, especially going on the road in the playoffs. So now that we get the wild card round done, let's go to the NFC. Because I think Seattle going into Dallas is an intriguing matchup. Because Seattle is very unconventional. Their real weakness, though, is stopping the run. And so the Cowboys should be able to run all over them. And I think that that'll have some fourth quarter appeal. But ultimately, Zeke will be able to put that game away. And the Cowboys will escape with a nervy victory that doesn't have you feeling confident about them. So you'll be faced with the duality of the Cowboys didn't look great last week. Oh, but they looked so good the last time they played the Saints. And you'll just have to wrestle with that. They didn't have Melvin when they played the Steelers, though. I believe Melvin started that game. That's the game Melvin got hurt in. Not trying to... Right? Kemba Walker finished with 5 assists. Finished with 22 points, though. Push that mighty dollar. Almost, Virgilio. Quan out here. Kyrie Irving down by 2 assists. What's going on in that game? What's going on in basketball scores? Bring it out. We can talk about the NFC in a minute. Remember, 10 o'clock. Trivia. You're not going to get it. It's too hard. Hawks-Knicks has 6 minutes left, and we're already at 200 points. That'll probably push the over. That's probably a really nice finish. That's probably a very fun game, entertaining game. Who do we got? John Collins, a little 17 and 10. Knicks got some guys out, right? Trier and Mitch Williams. Moutier, 27. Kevin Knox, 22 and 6. That'll float your boat, Knicks fans. There you go. Nets got blown out, right? They came all the way back. I love this team. Down 10 after the first quarter. They are now down 2 with 7 minutes left. Bye, guys. I'm going to go watch the rest of the Nets game. The Bucks absolutely putting it on the Celtics in the second half. Giannis has a quiet 15-6. Chris Middleton is doing strong with 17. Kyrie 12 is the leading scorer for the Celtics. You know, when they face a good offensive team, points are going to become a challenge for them. They try to keep up with these teams that have no problem with 120 points. That's not the Celtics game at all. Knox shut down second half, had 21 in the first half. Oh, yeah, wow, they did shut him down. Maybe he sat with foul trouble. Look at the Spurs absolutely putting it on the Timberwolves, 62-36. This game is not even at halftime. I was worried about the Timberwolves here. Out Teague, who's a big distributor for them. Look at Aldridge, 7 and 8 in the first half. I liked him for rebounds, couldn't pull the trigger. Bellinelli's been huge off the bench for them. The Wolves are so flawed. The Wolves have a lot of problems. I wanted to see that Raptors score. Raptors by 16. Big time. Big time. How many did Kawhi have? 37 points. Wowza. I knew Kawhi would have a good game. Without Ibaka and Lowry, Kawhi's splits shoot up. You can see everyone else step up. Siakam had 15 and 10. Van Vliet had 14, 5, and 8. Are these sortable? I just made them move? I thought I made them move. I didn't think Kawhi wasn't up top, and then they moved. So I don't know what that was all about. He hasn't been playing good for the Wolves. Cat is soft. I am disappointed in Cat. I do think Cat is soft, but I also think that team is really hard to play an NBA schedule and have Tibbs as your coach. It's just ruthless. It's a ruthless pace as far as scheduling is concerned, and that team is missing offensive weapons. Much is expected of Cat on the offensive end, and 3 is worth more than 2, man. Derrick Rose isn't a three-point shooter. Andrew Wiggins isn't an offensive talent. They traded for Saric and Covington. Those are 3 shooters that play good defense. I mean, no, there's nobody as really dynamic as Towns on the team, and he's so much bigger than everybody. But I agree, he's a little soft too. How about that Jimmy Butler? That Jimmy Butler came in and dominated in the gym. He said he had 1 layup. The rest was with everything else. He was setting teammates up for dunks. He was blocking. He was stealing. He was getting boards. I love that. Tibbs isn't here for millennials. 100%. Thanks for the $1 ticket. Hey, Shawnee Mac, what's crackin' lacking? Begman, no idea, I'm figuring all the dice. Don't thank me. I'm not giving out mighty $1 tickets. You earned that with supreme engagement over the last 2 months. You've been commenting almost every YouTube video. You're really out here. And that was not just me. That wasn't a government handout. That wasn't socialism, Shawnee Mac, although I appreciate the shout out. What's good to you? That was for your engagement and your participation with Boom. You earned that. You deserve that. So keep in mind, keep a lock on the social at BoomDFS, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're out here, and we got content. We push it out, and I'm trying to turn that content into more contests and get you guys more ways to win and keep the cash coming in for you. More withdrawals, less deposits in 2019. That's what it's all about. No, Thibodeau just wears you down, man. Thibodeau wears you down, and I totally understand why people leave, and I totally understand why it's not for everybody. Nets tied it up with 5.5 minutes left. Let's go. Show me the jackpot standings. This is Kawhi's entry. This is still Trae Young's up to 10 dimes, but we're looking at some stuff in progress on the main slate. And then it's time to look at football, baby. We got 2 games tomorrow, and I think these are some winnable slates. Let's finish this NFL playoff bracket, and then it's time for trivia. Then we'll do some NBA stuff. Then we'll look at tomorrow's games. And that's it, man. Streamfest is only a couple hours each night. It's a bullet train in the night. You got to catch it while it's coming around, and it'll come back around tomorrow because that's how we're doing. We're setting this up, this little group hang. This little thing we got going, you and I, this nightly rendezvous here on the Boom Fantasy app. I am all about it. I'm telling you, you are not going to get this trivia question. I worked too hard on it. It is too tricky. It is the sequel to SSX. It is tricky. It's a DMX hit song. So buckle up. 10 p.m. Boom Hoodie is on the line. Day 2 in the subject line. First place, Boom Hoodie. Second place, $5 in their Boom account. However, I'm skeptical of our ability to get 2 answers. That's just where I'm at. The question is that hard. That's wrong. It's supposed to say every night during the holidays 9 to 11, and it says 9 to 1. That's stupid. Let's fix that right now. 9 to 11. Never forget. Whoop. Giveaway at 10. Easy. We fixed it. I had so much coffee today with the explicit purpose of the no yawns at 9:38. And yet. How my Nets doing? Take the lead, why don't you? We go back to the playoff picture. I have the Colts. What's that? Colts moving on. And I do have the Steelers moving on. And then I have the Cowboys moving on. Cowboys are a real contender, guys. Cowboys are a real contender up until this week. We didn't talk about this last game, but I think the Bears are just too much for the Vikings. Vikings have a lot of flaws in the secondary and on the offensive line, and those are 2 ways that the Bears can really beat you, because they have a good pass rush and they have good play calling and scheming, and those things will be a nightmare scenario for a team that is talent deficient in certain areas. Then you got Kirk Cousins on the road in a playoff game, which is going to be the most frustrating $90 million you've ever seen out of a professional sports team. So buckle up for that. I don't know why Bears is in lowercase. It's not a slight. I respect them. Divisional weekend is my favorite weekend. Don't feel confident about Minnesota kicking situation in the playoffs. I wonder why. You just got a hunch, man? You just got a weird hunch about it? Just not feeling so frisky about it? In the AFC, Steelers, Chiefs, this will be interesting. These teams met earlier in the year, and the Steelers just weren't prepared for the firepower. That being said, I don't think anybody is. But what the Steelers would have to do is grind the ball down. That wasn't revealed as the way to beat the Chiefs in the first couple of weeks of the season when they met the Steelers. So it'll be interesting to see the Steelers, who have a good pass rush, can hang in the secondary, know how to shut down one-player offenses, have an explosive offense of their own, can keep up in a shootout, but can also run the 4-minute drill as well as the 2-minute drill. Primetime Kirk can't perform. Kirk has 4 career wins. What's up with Gurley's knee? Yeah, it's sore. He's going to try it out. It's like fluid buildup, wear and tear. Rick, you just let yourself sneeze. It's not holding a sneeze. It's yawning. It sucks. I'm not trying to. I'm up. I'm up AF. I'm excited for this trivia contest that nobody knows the answer to. So, peep that. But I know the Chiefs in the playoffs, and that makes me just as nervous as anything. The funny thing is, the winner of... Damn, how'd I go all the way ahead to NBA season already? Previous? Oh my God. What a mess, Jeb. Jeb is a mess. The crazy thing is that one of these teams from the left side is going to go to the Super Bowl. I think that's the crazy thing. The reality that the Patriots aren't going to the Super Bowl takes a minute to hit me each year. I mean, Steelers, Chiefs, Texans, Colts. The Steelers have the least chance of advancing, and they're the ones that we are used to seeing in there. Chiefs, Texans, Colts, my God. My God, the new blood in the Super Bowl. My God. We are just so radically accustomed to seeing the Patriots at this point in the season. So that would that's going to make things so interesting. Is just the the possibility of seeing the Chiefs, the Texans, or the Colts in the Super Bowl. I'm not okay with tossing the Chargers. You got a Saturday pre-finale show coming up tomorrow, big man. Dude, we're doing this. We're doing this. Same bat time, same bat place. I've canceled all my Bumble dates to be streaming for Boom every night for at least the next, 2-3 days or whatever. Just kidding. So I agree. Tossing aside the Chargers quickly is risky, but I think that they're flawed and playoff tested. They're basically in the playoffs now, But at the same time, they get the hardest matchup of the first round. I think they would beat the Colts pretty handily. We're getting into a situation where these are coin flip games. Texans-Colts is a pretty close game. Steelers-Chiefs is coming down to who has the ball last. But you got to remember, Steelers-Chiefs was the AFC divisional game. Like, it was the game before the Patriots game last year. Texans, Steelers, Chiefs was 3 out of the 4 teams last year at this stage of the season. It's the same teams. We just get so attached to the Patriots. Every year we forget that there are perennial powerhouses in football. There are really good teams. They just somehow pale in comparison to the Brady-Belichick dynasty. But last year's AFC divisional playoffs was Steelers, Chiefs, Texans, Patriots. We're just messing with the seeds a little bit. It's the same thing. All their games are road games. I get it. You're standing for the Chargers. I get it. It's adorable, but 15 minutes. We're giving away a Boom hoodie. You're not ready. But, it's not an easy thing to do to just go into Pittsburgh and get that dub. I don't think it's happening. NFC, we got the Bears. We're all pretty much cool with the Bears beating the Vikings. And I think my logic on the Cowboys beating the Seahawks is sound. Then you get into Cowboys-Saints. Listen, the Saints aren't the team that they were earlier in the season. Their offensive line is flawed, and their coverage is getting exposed. That being said, they have the run defense to severely slow down the Cowboys. This is another coin flip game. And I love that we'd get a Rams-Bears sequel in LA where Goff is more comfortable. But it's not like the weather is going to slow down Khalil Mack. And the Rams offensive line is going to be their biggest weakness into the postseason. This NFC divisional playoffs is awesome. This is my absolute favorite weekend of football. All 4 of these games are absolute bangers. And you might not think Texans-Colts is a banger. I assure you it is a banger. But you know why? Because we got 2 really good quarterbacks. In everything but Rams-Bears, you have at least one, Dak, Trubisky, and Goff are the outliers, but their teams are so talented, it doesn't matter. AFC is just chock full of elite quarterbacks. I think Deshaun Watson's that good. I don't care that he has Hopkins. I think he's that good. He makes everybody else effective. He's never had a good tight end. He turns walk-ons into capable receivers. Elite matchups. Texans-Colts is a good game. In 13 minutes, we're giving away a Boom hoodie. I really don't think you're ready. Get comfy. Get settled in. I hope more than one person gets this right. So I guess if we had to put one of these teams in, we're putting the Steelers in. Steelers over Chiefs because of classic choking, right? I think we should. The Steelers back in the AFC Championship game so we can say Tomlin is a good coach and just perpetuate this lie even further. That's a hoot. Texans-Colts, I really don't know. This is honestly, I don't even want to play this game anymore. It is too tough. Because then you got Steelers-Texans or Steelers-Colts, and I think the Steelers can win both of those games. but they will be on the road if it's the Texans, and they are not as good on the road. And I don't trust Big Ben going into Houston, despite how good him and Antonio Brown will be against that secondary. Watt, Clowney, Honey Badger, they're all real players. And the Texans defense at home, that's a tough ask, especially with that run defense. They're going to make Ben Roethlisberger throw, and he's going to make mistakes. On the other side of the ball, obviously, you got to test that Texans offensive line. The Texans are not going to be able to run the ball, and the Steelers defense can make big plays to win that game, but it will come down to some really close stuff. Honestly, the way Chris Boswell has been kicking, you don't know if they're going to get out of the first round with how close these games are going to be. And if the Steelers beat the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Texans, they shouldn't have to play the Super Bowl. They're the best team in football. If they go on a 3 streams weeks. Wait, how's this Boom hoodie going out? Oh, you don't know about this, though? Check this out, brother. This is the Boom Holiday Stream Fest. We are going to hang at 9 to 11 every night. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, 11 minutes from now, we're giving away a hoodie on a trivia question. Look at the text here. You got to send your answer to the trivia question to rick@boomfantasy.com with the subject as, no quotes, day 2. The subject is day 2, no quotes. I have an inbox rule that gives me just those so we can track them as fast as they come in, and that's how we know who answered first, because it'll come in order of arrival to the second. I'll thank you. Shout out Gmail. You're the first one in, you get a Boom hoodie. Don't look at that. That's fake news. You don't get $10. You get a Boom hoodie. Size preferred, not request, preferred, because I don't have every size. Second correct answer will get $5 in their Boom account. I don't think 2 people are going to get this right. Boswell is ass. You know what? Boswell has been the hero in years past. Boswell has made some huge kicks for the Steelers very recently. But the playoffs are different. The difference for the Chargers and Badgley is huge, but I think kickers is an internal trending confidence thing that you really got to be aware of, man. This girl just responded with a thumbs up. Yeah, get out of here. You guys want to see something cool? Check this out. Calling. Oh, that's Rick Rowe. Why is it just showing that box when it's really it's the big screen? I had this thing open all day and then it just does that. It doesn't matter how many times you test something. When you go live, it's not going to work. That's just a fact of life. Big Ben is too stone-footed against teams with a legit rush. I think that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this, Mike Honcho. If I turn it, what happens? Woo! No Chrome. That could have been dangerous. My Chrome turned sideways. You don't know what kind of thumbnails are preloaded there. Photos. This was on NBC Sports today. Oh, you like? Oh, you like? Where's the audio? Here's Rebecca Lowe.
$5,000 in guaranteed prizes each contest. A chance to win or split a
Yeah.
$50,000 jackpot.
This is the Boom Fantasy app getting featured on NBC Sports Today.
From NBC Sports.
Me filming on my camera to the TV like a baby boomer.
2-0 this week or enter it
We already have 1,500 entries for Boxing Day.
and outcome of all 5 matches you could win.
I just wanted to say powered by Boom Fantasy, but I don't think she's gonna say it.
$1,000 jackpot in a given contest, $5,000 in guaranteed
Yeah.
prizes
See official rules up in here.
every contest.
Whoa, why did you do that? I just want to hear him say, want to stop it when it says boom.
The first contest kicks off Wednesday on Boxing Day, so download the NBC Sports
Why am I
Twitter app now.
shaking?
And here's Rebecca Lowe letting you know how to play.
How to play. Oh, all over NBC Sports. We call that free advertising. Let's go. It's a power move by Boom Fantasy. Flexing on you hoes. I'm getting fired.
Guaranteed prizes each contest.
Is that a UK announcer? Yes, it's Rebecca Lowe.
$3,000 jackpot
It's Rebecca Lowe of NBC Sports soccer coverage. You uncultured nitwit.
brand new game.
You uncultured twit. NBC, SBC, soccer. You don't know what you're talking about with your 5 billion initials. It's NBC Sports Network and it's Premier League Live. Like, you guys should watch more soccer, honestly. You sound like where's your sense of globalism? Let's check jackpot standings while we're plugged in. Why not? We're 6 minutes away. Ungoogleable. Use Google, you won't get it. You will get it. You need Google to get it. It's Googleable. Ungoogleable. Googleable, but you were not getting at it from just typing it in and having it autocorrect. Riley, I see you. Oh, Reggie Jackson, come on. Wow, Joe Harris really got it done, huh? I probably watched soccer 2 times, and that was the Women's World Cup. Soccer's for femmes. Come on, Shawnee Mac. That is so brutal. It's the most popular sport on the world, in the entire world. Are the Nets going to blow this? You know it, dog. Hit a 3. They were +3, so hit a 3. Come on, Joe Harris. Hit another one. I don't like hearing that. Soccer's for femmes. It's the most popular sport in the planet. Women's World Cup is funny. Yeah, these are horrible soccer takes. My fondest Women's World Cup memory is, Pacers up 8, is being excited for the Women's World Cup final and then stepping away from the TV to partake in a recreational activity and coming back excited for the game to have gotten underway, and the game was already over because it was 3-0 after literal seconds. Like, I can't imagine a faster ending to a championship. It was the most dominant final I've ever seen in any sport. More dominant than the Seahawks Broncos Super Bowl, which was really freaking dominant. The Seahawks had the best team in sports that year. But yeah, you're legitimately saddening me with your soccer takes, boys. Nets lose by 8. Sad. It's okay. Swept on the Raptors bets. What do we like for the late slate? Look at the Hawks getting it done. No scoring in the fourth quarter for this over. The over was way high. It was at like 220 something, and the second half just completely ground out. And 45 for the fourth quarter. 47 and 45 is really bad. And 122, I think you're going to finish like 3 points short after a 68-point first quarter and a 62-point second quarter to get to not get over 50. Oh, that is just about a bad beat. Let me check my totals, because I did have something cute for that game, and I'm pretty sure that was a bad beat as we look at the jackpots and get ready to give a hoodie away. It's almost that time, boys. It is almost time to give away a Boom Fantasy hoodie with the hardest trivia question I've come up with in a long time. I'm very proud of myself. Do you know it, dog? I got sportsbook power. I cash my Devils over. I want to show you guys the Devils schedule. It's actually absurd. 233. Okay, I thought it was 223. In that case, it was 10 points. So not even close. Another ridiculously high total. For the Hawks. The Hawks have to be protected from these 230 point totals they've been seeing every night. Look at this, guys. Oop. Knicks love keep losing is good to give him the frozen envelope in Zion. Oh, the frozen envelope, please. Soccer's just too boring. Men flopping around like they got castrated when someone's touching them. I can't get into it. You'd like that. You'd like to watch that, wouldn't you, Joel? Basketball has just as bad flopping. And the field's way bigger. I get why soccer is so boring, but it's all within the context of one goal is really hard to score. So when the goal, a soccer player would look at basketball and be like, all they do is score. It's so boring. You can score whenever you want. Whereas soccer, 2 goals feels like a mountain to climb. Anyway, this is not related to Boom at all. I just want to show my gambling friends something. What time? It is now. Okay, so this is the New Jersey Devils. Let's bring it in first. I'm always looking for edge. Regardless of what the gambling is, I'm looking for trends. I'm looking for streaks. I'm looking for edge, man. And when I think I find this edge, I want to tell the world. 9:59, by the way. Let's do this bit and then let's give away. Before I forget, this is the Devils' schedule so far this year. Let me pull myself away here. Look at this. Let's start in October 30th because that's more relatable. The hockey over-unders are pretty much always 5, 5.5, or 6. They traditionally don't go over 6. That's like seeing like 11 in baseball. It's very high. Devils, since Halloween, these are their games. 8-3, 3-4, 3-0, 5-1, 7-3, 6-1, 5-2, 4-2, 3-0, 3-2, 2-1, 5-2, 4-3, 5-2, 4-3, 6-3, 4-3, 5-1, 6-3, 6-5, 5-2, 5-4, 2-1, 7-2, 2-1. So that is 7 games since Halloween. 7 games in almost 2 months that have gone under, with the rest being over. I don't know how nobody's talking about this. By the way, they just played again tonight, and it was 5-2. I won't get the Boom hoodie. My stream is stalled. I won't get the Boom hoodie. My life is over. Well, we'll hold up for you. You're going to have let's get the international clock up so this is where you stand in terms of stream time. Damn, that devil streak is actually insane, though. Keep up with me here. It's 10:01. Take a deep breath. Let's get the questions set up. And then let's let it rip. Boom hoodie time. I hope you're ready like I'm ready. Ooh, I got the heebs-jeebs. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to post a question to my left. You are going to look for the answer. You are going to send the answer with the subject, day 2, no quotes, to rick@boomfantasy.com. The first correct answer I get will receive a Boom hoodie. The second correct answer will receive $5 in Boom count. So please keep going. Keep going. And if you think you're behind, keep going, because I guarantee the first person is wrong. We are going to have wrong answers. We may not get a right answer tonight. I'm telling you, I have high confidence in my question abilities. Unless you are dialed in on fringe trivia, this is going to be a tougher-oni. If I say it's tough, does that make it easier? Because not to accept your, I don't know. I feel like I've overhyped it, but alas, let's get to it. I'm pulling the question and I am implementing it right now. Let's bring it in first. This has been a really good year for rookie quarterbacks. And when the rookie quarterbacks are around, it gives me promise for the future. And one of the greatest things about seeing the rookie quarterbacks, specifically Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes, is where they're from. Because where they're from has not seen a lot of NFL success in recent years, in modern history. And that means the Big 12. The question tonight, which quarterback who played in the Big 12 conference has the most touchdowns in the NFL? Which NFL quarterback had the most touchdowns playing in the Big 12 conference? Shut up, Mark. You know what I'm saying. Mahomes is a Big 12 quarterback, and he's not the answer. Here we go. We're going to stay here staring at my blank inbox until I get an answer. Maybe we should keep the question up. Yeah, let's keep the question up, and I'll keep looking for answers. Who's got the most touchdown passes in the NFL of any quarterback that played in the Big 12? I want you to get your Google fingers warm. Figure this out. Someone wants a hoodie tonight. I want to give it to you, but there's also Boom Cash on the line. So don't be afraid to take your best swing. And if you think your stream is delayed, nobody's getting this. This is a hard one, and I did that deliberately to keep the playing field open so that everyone has a chance. Get at it and get at me. We are waiting patiently. And I'll probably keep this stream going late because I don't think anybody's going to get it. But I have confidence in you. This is the hardest, but it's also not that hard. But it is pretty hard. But it wasn't that hard. But I believe in you. But I'm going to be here a while. But I want to give away a hoodie. But I don't know if 2 people are getting it. It's cold out. I want a hoodie. Well, Mark, you just keep swiping right. I'm sure some lonely dude will leave his hoodie at your place. Holler. Why is that a one-sided thing? Why don't girls have oversized hoodies that dudes can steal? Why is that a one-sided cultural thing? I hate that. I like my hoodies. And I know that I am net negative hoodies in my lifetime. And that is sad. That hurts. We got an answer. Hitting the inbox. Why is my inbox rule not set up right? Why is my inbox rule not set up right? So frustrating. Wow, we got 2. Troy Aikman. Both of those answers of Troy Aikman are incorrect. Those are incorrect answers. We're going to go why. We're going to show you why. We are still waiting on an answer. Troy Aikman played his college ball at UCLA for the majority. He played at Oklahoma in 1984 and 1985. They were not in the Big 12 at that time. The email is rick@boomfantasy.com. rick@boomfantasy.com. We are still playing. But Troy Aikman is not correct. We have one guess for Steve Young. Not correct. Who has the most NFL touchdowns of a quarterback that played in the Big 12? We said multiples. You guys are just going to keep hacking until you get it. I don't understand. I'm very conflicted about the idea of multiple answers. So at 10:45, if nobody has answered it, I will accept a repeat answer. You got one more shot. And I don't think I'm going to do it again in the future. But this question's so damn hard. This question's not easy. And I'm going to leave it up. Thanks, Cook, for popping your email in. Popping my email in so people can see it. You want a Boom hoodie, this is what you got to do. This is it. And I apologize that I didn't make it easy enough. But you can tell, hey, Joel and Ryan, they're fast with their email fingers, man. They got laptops close by. Hundo P. They were right on it, man. Shawnee Mack taking swings. You are appreciated. Shawnee Mack did not use the right format for the subject line. Why are they all going away every time? The filter is not sticking. It's like there's no apply. Probably wrong, though. Joel with another answer. That is also wrong. Ryan with another answer. That is also wrong. I appreciate the effort, gang. I told you this was a banger. Nobody's going to get this, and I'm going to sit here grinning like an idiot because I got trivia in my bones, yo. I'm tweeting this out. And I am letting people know that nobody's getting it. NBC News has learned Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg voted from her hospital bed to refuse to let the government enforce Trump's proposed restriction on asylum. The court voted 5-4 to leave a court ruling in place that blocks enforcement of the crackdown. What an absolute unit. What an absolute unit. Simply in awe of this loss. Gentlemen, keep guessing. I'll fucking keep this open all night, family show. I'm trying to give away swag. You got to get the research in. Jeez, man. Research. Schmesearch. Anybody can win this. Where's Quan at? Where's X John X at? Where's Peter? Where's Evans? Evans DeCosta almost won a jackpot yesterday. Where's Harry Wynn? Get in here. Let's get this out. Let's get this Boom hoodie on your back, son. Anyone get it yet? No, I'd be freaking out. No, nobody got it yet. Nobody got it yet. I'm out here, man. I'm just chilling. Day 2 is the subject line. So I'm getting tilted because the filter's going away. It's still like not staying. Big time error on Boom's, not Boom. Update filter. Oh, that was me. I never hit update filter. Even though it's not updating the filter. Give me my Boom hoodie. What my format and my answer were right. Your format was wrong and your answer was also wrong. So I want to give you a Boom hoodie, but I just can't do it. Why is this not working? Filters. Oh, this is dumb. I'm so good at email. Anyway, I'm waiting for you. Big 12 touchdowns. Simple as pie. Or is it? It's not. Troy Aikman's not the right answer. And that's what we'll say about that. We wait. We are now 12 minutes into this trivia contest. And it's too banging. Give me my Boom hoodie. I'll type my address right here, fam. So help me, I will self-dox. I will dox myself so hard in the chat to get a Boom hoodie. Listen, I feel you. Let's spin the wheel. Earl Campbell, very nice, very nice. Now we know, now we know. Does the wheel, does it get obfuscated? No, it's good. Jack Ham, Jack Ham. It's go see your doctor after 4 hours hard. It's NFL touchdowns. It's a Big 12 quarterback with NFL touchdowns. Big 12 quarterbacks have sucked in the NFL. That's the basis of this question. That was the learning lesson, the overall takeaway of this question. Mahomes, not a rookie. I get it. But first-year starters like Mayfield and Mahomes have increased the chances of Big 12 quarterbacks having a solid chance to succeed in the league. But this guy, of all the guys, has more than anybody in the NFL. Will we get it tonight? I hope so. But I continue to sit here. And, you know, maybe the question won't be as hard tomorrow. Because we'll be back here tomorrow. And I got more stuff to give away. But I felt like last night was too easy, and it was. It was just to make sure the email system worked. And now we're playing with the big dogs. And when you play with the big dogs, sometimes you get bit. And that's what happened here. Make plays. Do the Google. Do the Google thing. Do the thing with the Google. I believe in you. Rick@boomfantasy.com. Get this out. Get this in. Get this hoodie. Get this work. Get this bread. Let's greet this wheat. You know who isn't the Big 12 leader in touchdown passes in the NFL? This guy.
Yo, Club.
Club, are you answering?
I can't hear.
We can't hear you.
There's too much money in my fucking hand.
I can't hear you.
I can't answer it or not. But I'll call you back.
Maybe you can't hear me because the edges of his
0 to 100. Real quick. Real fucking quick.
Savages. Announcers getting angry. Why wouldn't I? Stop. Why isn't this closing? Because I'm hitting the wrong button. 100%. 100% hitting the wrong button. We have a third answer from Joel. We have a second answer from Shawnee Mack. And it is the correct answer. Shawnee Mack, you got to put the subject line in right. If there was more people going, I wouldn't be able to get this. But Shawnee Mack is tonight's winner. He's going to get a Boom hoodie. Bang. Look at this guy. He's going to rep Boom Fantasy. It took 2. It took 16 minutes. But Sean McGrath, Shawnee Mack, is really, really out here. Is it Graham Harrell? It is not Graham Harrell. It's Ryan Tannehill. Texas A&M was in the Big 12. Oklahoma was not. Shawnee Mack's a winner. And that's all that matters. Congratulations, Sean. You did it, man. Everything you've ever done in your life has led you to this moment. Ah, shit. We don't have anybody that got second. Sorry, guys. I got too excited. It took forever. Let me know how you felt about that trivia question, because it was probably too hard. But I feel good about it. And if I feel good about it, you should probably chill. You know? 2 games tomorrow. 2 games tomorrow with slight playoff implications. Joel wants 5. Joel wants a 5er. Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah, you'll get it. I got you, dude. Congratulations to Shawnee Mac, winner of a Boom hoodie. And winner of Boom Trivia Stream Fest Day 2, baby. There you go, Joel. You're in here. You got the dub. Buckets, my guy. Let's play a little Mighty Dollar Minute mini game. Where is it? Stupid. What is this? Stupid. I don't want this at all. Where is... There it is. Bang. Let's play Mighty Dollar Minute. This is your Mighty Dollar Minute for the Saturday NFL contest. I'm drunk. That was tough. What's up, Chamook? You just missed the hoodie giveaway, man. We're going 9 to 11. And then at 10, we give away the hoodie. It's trivia. Shawnee Mac won. It took a while. It took multiple guesses. You got to get here on time. But I love you. Always have. Always will. DB Zymer. He's chasing this late slate. Giannis has 30. Remember, I picked Giannis for 34 in today's video, and he has 30 with 4 minutes left in a blowout. I'm just saying, I'm getting pretty good at picking Mighty Dollars. And if we had time, I was going to get into my process a little bit and how I've been doing it, because I want more jackpot winners, and I want y'all to feel inspired by my performances. But maybe that's giving away too many tricks of the trade. Too many winners, I feel like I will get fired. Too many giveaways, too many winners, I feel like I will get in trouble. But at the end of the time, it's that East Coast time. Jacks me up. Gotta eat dinner. Well, that's why I'm doing this 9 to 11, because I feel like even if it's 10, but I guess that's 8 and 7 o'clock for some people, that makes it tough. But I can't do it any later, because then it's not fair to the East Coast people. And also, I need my life. I need to get my life. So, you know, I'm trying, Jennifer. Eat dinner. Don't necessarily eat dinner earlier, but just gather the whole family around the tablet and have a heaping helping of Boom Fantasy for dinner. I eat all day, son. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Cook Shawnee Mac got it, baby. It was Ryan Tannehill. Most NFL touchdown passes by a Big 12 quarterback. Ryan Tannehill, when Texas A&M was in the Big 12, that was a tricky one. I made it tricky for you guys. Special thanks to the people that helped me with that contest. It was tough, man. Cook, you're still not getting it. I love it. Family show. If you put watching it over dinner, it literally becomes a family show. If you gather your family around the fireside for some Boom Holiday Stream Fest, it becomes a family show. But let's get into this. Over the last 2 games, when Derrick Henry's been doing this mega workload domination stuff. Marcus Mariota's passing numbers have been so bad. Look at this graph. Look at how bad his numbers have fallen to the point where he has beaten Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson's beaten him in yards each of the past 2 weeks. Josh Johnson's been having the better ones. My kids want to start a swear jar for Rick. Listen, man, as long as the money goes to me at the end of the year, I'll go full sailor up in this pun. I'm trying to be better because I've sent in some auditions to Disney Channel. I'm just kidding. I do think it's worth it to learn how to not swear, but it's just too fun most of the time. When I'm tilting in this chair at 3 o'clock, then that's a whole nother experience. But for the most part, I'm trying. Let's sing Christmas carols. Listen, I am working on some Boom Christmas carols. Okay? I need a keyboard so I need musical. I can't acapella all these Boom themed Christmas carols. But there's some bangers. I'm telling you, there's hits there. I have some rewrites. I have some parody. But what I do have is complete and utter bangers. Josh Johnson's going to win this question 1. Shawnee Mac, you want a small hoodie? What do you think this is? A fantasy app for ants? Small hoodie. You're getting double XL, boy. You're gonna tuck your knees in it when you get nervous like Ariana Grande. I'll find out what I got for you. I want a medium. I'll get you, it's form fitting. I'll get you the tightest hoodie I have. I know it'll shrink in the wash because mine has. Mine has shrunk so hard. Yo, Rick is in the championship fantasy, and everyone on my team I picked up off waivers this season except for Adams. Devontae Adams is a beast. Oh, you know what I wanted to watch? Look at this. Look at this thing. This thing's cool. So this is a breakdown of all the people that were owned in the Best Ball Championship on Draft. I don't want to tout another DFS site. I can because it's not the same thing. Draft did Best Ball. We didn't do Best Ball drafting. And there's a really fun season. Sorry. So, like, you got to reach the Week 16 finals to get paid. And this is roster construction. 49% of people had 2 quarterbacks. 48.5% of people had 3 quarterbacks. 0.8% had 1, and 1.5% had 4. 51.5% had 6 running backs. So Best Ball really opens it up, and your roster construction can be anything. But it's interesting to see the guys in the finals. Schmedium. The guys in the finals had very specific, like something jumps out. 3 quarterbacks or 2 quarterbacks, at least 6 running backs, but 6 is a sweet spot. 6 and 7 with 3 tight ends seem to be the popular one. Or a combination of 13 running back wide receivers and 10 wide receiver tight ends. I thought that stuff's really interesting when you think about how to make a Best Ball lineup. Talk about team stacks, 4-man stacks. I think this stuff is so interesting, man. LA, 27 people had LA stacks, 2-man LA stacks. 6 people had 3-man LA stacks. 1 guy had 5 Colts. 1 person had 5 Titans. How do you even do that? 37% had Mahomes. Makes a ton of sense. This is the people in the finals of the Best Ball Championships. Nobody had Rodgers. 0.00. 3% had Lamar Jackson. 8% had Phillip Rivers. Running backs, McCaffrey, and then because it's the finals, Derrick Henry. Man, if Derrick Henry goes off on Sunday or tomorrow, if Derrick Henry absolutely goes off tomorrow, we're going to look back and call this the Derrick Henry season. There's no way we wouldn't. This is the Derrick Henry year, and it's crazy to think about. But he is so hot for the fantasy playoffs, and if you were able to scrap together 7 or 8 wins during the regular season without him, or in spite of him, you're now rolling towards a title. It's crazy. His splits, his September-November compared to his December splits. Davante Adams, number 1 wide receiver this year so far. Facts. Double digits in every game, bruh. Double digits in every game, bruh. This is wide. Let's go right to wide receivers. Davante Adams was the number 4 among top best ball teams. 19.7% owned. And I think a lot of that just speaks to how high he went, and you couldn't get him in the top of drafts a lot of time. You don't see a lot of elite receivers here because what really paced people's success in this tournament is elite running backs, because McCaffrey, Gurley, and Zeke are all in the top tier of back ownership. And they were all first, second round picks going in within 5 picks of Davante Adams. YouTube Fireplace for the win. Who's got one of those? How did that get a thing? Do I have one of those set up here? You're freaking me out. I know YouTube Fireplaces are great. If you're having people over for the holidays, there's no excuse not to have a YouTube Fireplace up. It should crackle, though. It should crackle a little bit. But I thought 20% Davante Adams. That's a strong number. Mike Williams was a big surprise. But again, playoff carry and had a really strong season. And then Amari Cooper. These guys were high upside, weak winners. That's how they ended up there. And at tight end, you just know it's Kelsey and everybody else. 32%. But it's cool to see Ebron and Cook, and then Kittle with a big week. Hooper with major touchdown dependence, but sleeper appeal. It's best ball, so it doesn't matter about you submit the lineups. You just draft Cortland Sutton and hope he can get a big play. You draft a guy like Kenny Golladay with big upside. Dede Westbrook with big upside. Tyreek Hill 12%, mostly because of his draft stock, right? Antonio Brown less than 8% because of his draft stock. You couldn't get him. I just think that stuff's really interesting when you talk about best ball as a popular fantasy format and ways that roster construction varies across formats. The fact that there is a sweet spot for how many running backs to take, I found that to be so fascinating. There is very much statistical evidence that 6 running backs is the sweet spot in best ball. I find that very interesting. It's the thirstiest time of year bangs. Yeah, this is the thirstiest time of year. I would say now and then like end of June, start of June. The thirstiest times of the year for sure. What a sneeze. So I think Josh Johnson's going to win this question handily. And then you got to smash Derrick Henry. This is really tough receiving yards, but I think Taywan Taylor's a really good buy low candidate this week. Total touchdowns, this is a messed up question. You don't even know if the Redskins are going to score a touchdown. This is a problem with the big jackpot slates tomorrow, because I don't think one would be very impressive out of this group. I'm going to go with Stocker in the red zone. Crowder, it's Josh Johnson. And then Corey Davis, they're going to throw 11 times because they're going to ride Derrick Henry. And I just won you 10 grand by throwing that together. So we're going to go ahead and take a screenshot for posterity. It happened on stream. Booyah. And we'll save that. We'll have a fun time with it tomorrow. Let's take a look at the jackpot leaderboards real quick, and then we'll look at the second game. I want to talk a little basketball too, but I don't think we're going to have time. Oh, well, we're only streaming tomorrow and the next day. What you going to do? Jackpot results. Joel, nice quintuple up. 5Xing on him. One mighty double entry. 4 milli entries tonight. I see you, DB Zymer. Lego. Bryn Forbes, smash. What's the score of that Bucks game? Bucks by 13 with 8 seconds left. The Bulls beat the Magic by 90. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? Vucevic had 19 and 19. How does that team lose? Markkanen had 32. Chris Dunn. Vucevic, my smash pick always. 19 and 19. How do you not love this guy? Oh, Lauri Markkanen killed Vucevic? What happened here? Oh, gross. No sound, so we can play this as much as we want. Sheesh. He's got some real European hang time. From the top of the circle. Up and over. Did he touch rim or did he just throw that into the net? He just threw that into the net hoping for a call. He's a bad man. That's one bad Finlandian man. He's young, so you know he's not even finished in this league. What's up? He ain't even finished. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought he was finished? Get that Popeye on the spinach. Rick benches Derrick Henry. 2 weeks in a row. Back-to-back Derrick Henry. Back-to-back Derrick Henry benchings for me. 2 playoff games. It was a 2-week playoff. Thank you, Mike Williams. Mike Williams. You are my savior. This is so rude and so immature. Mike Williams is my playoff savior, but I am a 2-time Derrick Henry bencher. Let me pick my nose real quick. 2-time Derrick Henry bencher. Ain't nobody call themselves a fantasy analyst. Listen, Derrick Henry bench, it was the right call. It was process. It was touch evaluation. God damn it, Mike Vrabel, get in the press conference and say you're going to give Derrick Henry 33 touches. I would appreciate that. 2 times. Hey, listen, Jalen Samuels is a full go again. Connor's out. And I'm going to do the whole thing over again. Melvin Gordon, Jalen Samuels, Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry. Sit 1. I'll wait. I'm not sitting Melvin Gordon. I'm not sitting Joe Mixon. I'm sitting David Johnson. That's the name I left out of that group. Put more flex spots in your league. Derrick Henry, Melvin Gordon, David Johnson, Joe Mixon, Jalen Samuels. High five for the championship. Murderers Rue. Check this out. Should I do 300-200 as the payout? It's 500 for the league. 300-200, 350-150, or should we do 250-250 plus $2 for each point you win by? I don't hate it, man. I'll take as much money as I can while still being able to lose the game. Tomorrow we got 4:30 football. I love that. Jalen Samuels eating it. Yahoo Fantasy's got to be frustrated by this though, right? It's got to be their nightmare scenario. I feel like they're going to lose people over this long term. I do feel like it's going to cost them a few leagues. Listen, I used to play a lot of fantasy on Yahoo. I play exactly 0 fantasy on Yahoo. Yahoo should have sold as a company when it first got an offer because it was king of the world for no reason with inferior search, right? They had 1 million good writers. Remember that? Yahoo Sports? Woj was at Yahoo Sports. What? Does that make any sense to you? Like, what? Now they're doing DFS, by the way. They're doing Millie Makers on NFL with crazy overlay. They're doing NBA Christmas with crazy overlay. Nobody's playing it. I suggest you go over there. You could play both. I'll give you free tickets at Boom. What's Evan Silva saying about Rich Rebar? But it is what it is, man. Get in this game. Yahoo used to be at the top. Oh man, this is fun. This is a joke. She was always a ball watcher. You getting nasty, man. Time to go to bed. Take your eye off the ball, Pat Kerwin. That's interesting. That's a book about not watching the ball when you watch football. I love that. I may have to read that book. If it's truly a good book. That's one of the keys to football, man, is people who don't know, they just follow the ball. They think it's boring. It's all the stuff that's happening between snaps that makes football so much better. There's very little happening in the field while the pitcher is getting ready to throw to the batter. It's all about alignment and reaction times. Football is about matchups and pre-snap chess matches. It is so much deeper. The thing that turns people off of football, there's too much time between plays, is the reason football is the best sport. Because in that time, the game is happening. You just can't see it. Because you don't know what the plays are, and synchronization is the most important. It's ballet. It's ballet and trench warfare. Sorry, I just love waxing poetic about football. It's the best game, and I'm going to watch it get made illegal in my lifetime. So sad. So sad. So sad. If the NBA season ended today, who would the playoffs be? Magic Raptors in the first round? Celtics 76ers in the first round? Damn it. The Nets will finish a game out of the playoffs. The Heat and Magic are tied for the last playoff spot in the East. Let's be honest. It's really about the West, though, right? In the West, you'd have the Nuggets taking on the Rockets in the first round. Man, the Rockets as an 8 seed would be so fascinating, especially if they could get healthy right before the playoffs. As an 8 seed, the Rockets would be so interesting. Thunder Spurs with everything flipped. The Thunder as the dominant team at home, better defensively. The Warriors as a 3 seed taking on the Clippers, another team that can run and score, keep up with you offensively, but has a much better bench and can roll deep. And then Blazers Lakers. A star-studded playoff series. Like, what? Blazers Lakers would be great. Right now, the Rockets, Grizzlies, and Sacramento Kings are all tied for the last playoff spot with the Kings. The Mavericks a game back of both of them. I just think the West is competitive. 12, 13, 14 teams. Like, the Western Conference is very competitive. And if the Suns are healthy with Devin Booker, they're not a pushover. It's when they lose Devin Booker that they suddenly become a collegiate team. Sorry. But looking at the schedule, hell yeah, I'd watch Nuggets Rockets. Hell yeah, I'd watch Spurs Thunder. Warriors Clippers is probably the best one, and it's got the least amount of star power because the Clippers don't have any stars. But Tobias Harris tries to send the Warriors home. Sign me up. Sign me up. Listen, this train is not going to end when football season ends. You and I are going to keep doing this. So you better learn to talk basketball with the best of them. That's me. I don't know what I'm talking about 90% of the time, but I pick up some things. I'm getting informed. And you better get with it. Because we can only talk about the draft once every hour or so. And that other 50 minutes, got to be talking a little hoops. I was fun seeing college basketball slate yesterday. Did you guys like that? RJ Barrett, 16 points, messed everybody up. Still fun to watch Duke, right? Trail at the half, win by double digits. They are freaks. They are freaks. That's going to be so interesting in March. March Madness, baby. That's going to be fun. Love it. The calendar is ours for the taking until baseball season comes around. Summer's going to be tough. Though I'm going to be honest, the World Cup saved us this summer. The World Cup made everything so much better in the dog days of summer. Oh, goodness gracious. And now we're not going to get a daytime World Cup for 8 years. Or summer daytime World Cup. Thanks a lot, global corruption. Unbelievable. But think about how different everything will be in 8 years. This will be a hologram. I'll be in your living room cursing for your children. Eight years from now, red marker. Huh? Wow. Wow. Money moves. We'll be on Cardi D by then. That was a dumb joke. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was a dumb joke. I own it. I represent it. Let's spin the wheel one time. This doesn't mean anything. This is a test. Refrigerator Perry signed jersey. Wowza. Then you give it away and you got to take it out. Hold back a sneeze. A sleepy sneeze. Whoa. Nobody wants to see that. Jackpot Sweats got real calamitous tonight, man. We had a run there. And then Trae Young and his assists. The Hawks are not to be trifled with when it comes to assists. Trae Young has been a assist question killer this season. 10 assists again tonight as the Hawks win in New York. Put up about 115 points, 120 points on the Knicks. No defense. No defense. And as bad as the Hawks are, they can run. And you outrun a team that doesn't play defense, you score more points faster. More possessions, more points. That's why pace is up in the NBA. It's just about numbers. It's a miss or make league. You either miss your shots or you make your shots. That's just the way it is. Oh, things will never be the same. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living tonight? Ravens, Chargers, Saturday night. Playoff implications. This is the easiest question of. I wish this was just the whole contest. If we could just bottle this up. There's no way Lamar Jackson throws for over 200 yards. Let's see how unfair this chart is. Look at this chart. This is not fair at all. This is an expectations versus reality chart. Look at this thing. Rivers has this thing going up to 375 like it's fair. The blue bar is what your parents paid for gas, and the yellow bar is what you paid for gas. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Lamar Jackson's never thrown for 200. He's barely sniffing 175. Major yikes. An Eastern team may have a shot because whatever team from the West makes it is going to be gassed. You know, that's an interesting perspective. I also think the Raptors are that good. The Raptors and Bucks are just good enough to finish as a top 3 team in the West. I truly believe that. Because without a team like the Spurs in the standings, I don't think the West is like so much more dominant. The East runs 5 deep. and the West runs 7 deep. Like, yes, the Spurs are the 7 seed, but they're so talent deficient. There's no way they make it through to the end of the season with that roster and they're going to be on this list. You'll probably see the Grizzlies, who just like, yeah, you don't want to go to Memphis, but whatever, honestly. Look at Chmook. 6 G.I. Joe UPC codes to get themselves a fridge G.I. Joe figure in the 80s. Yes, dude. 2 thumbs and hit the UPC codes. Ah, that's fantastic. What an anecdote. I love G.I. Joes, man. That is sick. 80s were a wild time. You could just buy a bunch of cereal and get toys. Wow, what a day. That's fantastic. I'm proud of you. If you can get access to that G.I. Joe within 24 hours, I'll send you I don't know. I can't, but I'm interested in seeing it. I love the idea that like you had to like send stuff in the mail. Our kids are not going to understand that concept at all. Our kids are baffled by newspapers today. It's crazy how fast things changed, man. Let me just take a minute and wax about the future and how technology has changed everything, man. Made it so different, man. As I work 2 iPhones, my streaming PC, and a laptop for extra data. Wow. How will we survive, man? So yeah, Rivers for question 1, and we move on. This could be tough. I like that Lamar is in this group. I don't know if he's my pick. Gus the Bus could get game scripted out. If the Chargers go up 2 scores, Melvin Gordon is going to run away with it. If the Chargers go up 4 scores, maybe Justin Jackson runs away with it, right? Or a little blowout. You take your best player off the field to keep him healthy, keep that MCL fresh. Either way, Justin Jackson's worth 1 entry, right? Because Melvin Gordon could like twist himself in the first quarter. I'm here for March Matty Dom. Matty Dom's a college player that I don't know about, most likely. What am I sipping on? Well, I got drunk yesterday doing the stream. I crushed Maker's Mark yesterday on stream. So I just got a big jug of water tonight. But yesterday I totally caught like a serious buzz on stream and like went downstairs and destroyed my kitchen. Made it pop. It was a birthday celebration. I deserved it. But gotta get back on that horse. You want to ride out till you're at 90. I don't know what I'm saying. We got 9 minutes left. I'm really excited about the way trivia went today. Shawnee Matt, congratulations. Joel gets $5 for his account. Maybe something a little easier tomorrow, but again, non-Googleable. It can't be something where you can type one phrase in and get the answer. Check eBay. It's worth a good chunk of change. Don't mind if I do. Fridge Perry G.I. Joe. Bang. This is exactly what Chmook saved up for. This thing is awesome. He's got a football mace thing. This is sick. Why did it not let me... Here it is. Only $50. Maker's Mark is that upper class. That is, man. It was a good time. It was a baby bottle because I'm classy but broke. Oh, these are all just other... This is one for $35.99, Chmook. We're getting close. Somebody's got their eye on it, though. Somebody's watching very carefully. Oh, the two has got decay. This one's 1999. This one's numbers have major decay. So this one that's $50. Yeah, best condition. The numbers are in the best condition. That's a good price. I'm going to end up with this on my desk by tomorrow, just so we're all clear here. Fridge, Perry, G.I. Joe. $5. Vintage Hasbro ARAH with accessories, the Fridge, Perry, and file card. Oh, this guy doesn't have his mace. This one's still in the box. $135. C9 Plus carded mint unpunched. Look, Lot A. Code name the Fridge. Physical training instructor. The 7 and the 2 are perfect. Fully posable modern army figure. No, the football hammer is sick. Like Fortnite should be trying to steal that immediately. With swivel arm battle grip. Yeah, his hands are always looking like he's about to squish one out. But it's for the football hammer thing. You know what I'm saying. Whoa, G.I. Joe figure lot. Whoa. You saying we got us a whole section of guys? Whoa. I want the group photo. If you buy 30 G.I. Joes, 29 of them have to be useless, right? There's no group photo? Yeah. Wow. You can make a couple short films. Duplicate right here in the middle. It's bullshit. I won't pay a cent for it. Family show. This guy's got a different kit. Is this guy? These are different guys here? Sure. I guess the mask. There's a lot of round helmet guys that we'll all call a little bit of repeats. I'm buying you that when I hit the milli. I can't wait. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. G.I. Joe complete figure lot. That's $13.99. G.I. Joe USS Flag aircraft carrier plus vehicles copter jet car lot. This is $1,000. It's certainly big. Holy jeez, hold on. Okay, that's a chopper, Jeep, copter, boat. It mostly looks like a workbench, if I'm not gonna lie here. I'm super not impressed by this. The only thing I'm impressed with is the $1,000 price tag. Or you could pay $49 for 24 months. There's no way that's right. Is that how math works? 49 times 24. 49 times 24 is, wait, I did plus. Extra $175 put on your credit card. Wowzers. Sounds like a deal. Opening a credit card to buy a G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. You have serious baggage. Whoa, scrolled too far. Similar sponsored items. I know what the guys who are into G.I. Joes are also into. What the freak? I just want the Fridge Perry guy. God, man, they make it so complicated. Did you see that? I hope you didn't see that. $34.99, but the hammer's bent, you stooge. These things in the box are so expensive. What was I doing with my life? Opening my toys and playing with them. Unbelievable. Oh, just the card for $10. What did it say? Oh, I love this. Primary, military specialty, physical training. Secondary, special services. You never know, baby. Who the hell's parents sprung for the carrier? Damn. No, it literally looks like something you made in your garage. Like, I don't get it. If lacrosse is the little brother of war, nobody says that. Football must be the rich uncle. I submit that it should be the other way around. I think that football is the little brother of war. Lacrosse is definitely a rich uncle sport. Am I right? Note the similarities. Strategy, teamwork, violence, camaraderie, television coverage. I think we got away from it a little bit. We were good there. Strategy, teamwork, violence, camaraderie. Definitely war. Television coverage, parades for the victors, humiliation for the defeated. You know, like millions of people die in war, right? It's not necessarily humiliation for the defeated. Like Paris was turned to rubble. Like, yeah. Using the fridge to train the Joes is logical and practical. Besides, the fridge likes to see the looks on their face when they look up from the mud and see who they have to get past to pass the course. Well, if they pass the course, that means they all get past him. That means that he lets every single person he encounters past him because they have to pass the course. So, like, you know, just by... You're not very good at your job is what I'm saying. You're not very good at your job is all I'm saying. Be better. I didn't think it was that hard. Be better. All right. It's 11 o'clock. Let's rip through this contest, and then I'll do a Mighty Dollar Minutes offline. Whoop for the stream, and we'll call it. It's 11 o'clock. We do our 2 hours. I got Melvin Gordon here. Oh, this is only Mighty Dollar. Melvin Gordon, very obvious choice. And lag. We might call it. You never know. No Keenan Allen here. Willie Snead's had huge production. All things considered, they're passing 16 times a game. Like, how can you pick a Raven for these offensive questions the way they've been topping out? It's going to be so tough. Mike Williams, Tyrell. Yeah, really tough. 36. I got nothing, man. We got to get Keenan Allen game time decision out on the field, and then his numbers are directly dependent on Keenan Allen. It affects his snaps and targets. That's it. I'm done here. I'm calling it a night. I got a life to live. I got snacks to eat. I got to prepare tomorrow's show. Shawnee Mac, we're going to talk about how to get you a hoodie. Shawnee Mac got a hoodie, baby. Ryan Tannehill, never going to forget him in his life. Life-changing experience, hopefully for most of us. It was for me. Joel, you got $5 in your account. We're coming back tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. trivia. 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. trivia. Blaka. It's been real, gang. Go have a night. Be safe, whatever you're doing. Let the stream run so you guys can catch up for a little bit. And then I'm killing it. Y'all are beautiful. Day 2 of Streamfest in the books. We'll see you guys for day 3. We got football to talk about tomorrow. Ow. Have a night.